Hi everyone, Shad here. As usual, timestamps in the description below. This video is gonna be awkward. We're gonna go over some quick updates, then gacha spins, then event preview, then I think there might be a comment. Otherwise, I'll just talk about something that happened. And as a preface, something happened with the club I'm in. Regarding comments I made in a previous video, and I want to address those. It's not really it was targeted at me, by the way, just that I said something and that just like created discussion. Anyway, fuck, shit, oh man, you guys needed to see that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just saw it. So I was looking on the side, so whenever I'm on like the computer screen and mirroring it, okay. But yeah, so instead of usually it appears like at the top, and it's usually messages are at the top, but there's notifications are on the side on my computer, and it just announced that David Mitchell, who's one of my favorite comedians, and funnily enough, someone I'm going to talk about, is having his new show, Outsiders, and it's going to have a lot of Taskmaster alumni on it. So I was like, yes. Sorry. Anyway, that went off the rails a bit and started delayed, but you can see how joyous I am with that. Anyway, premium gacha. So real quickly, the 30,000 Twitter followers events for the 7th anniversary campaign have given the rewards in the boxes last night, so you should all have that in your box if you haven't already gotten it. 8 tickets and 2 10-play tickets, so enjoy that. And then I really don't want this to be a long video, but apparently it's going to be that. But something I did not notice was in the GP gacha, like I knew there was like boxes, but I didn't know, because I thought it would be like once you fill a box, you'd like have to reset it and like a second box would appear. No, you get to choose the box. So you click on the arrows and it'll switch boxes. You can see like there's a stage there, and then the profile background, coins, 50 coins. You can get 100 coins here total. Yeah, just wanted to bring that to your attention. Anyway, yeah. So we have a new gacha that we'll go do right now. But sorry for the delay. I was just looking at it like, oh, David Mitchell. David Mitchell's one of my favorite comedians, and we'll talk about him a bit. Anyway, we'll do that. So, today I went to the dentist. For an exam. They said my mouth was okay, not the best, which is understandable, because like I brush regularly but not regularly, if you know what I mean. Like I brush like for like a few days and like skip once or twice and then do that pattern, and I rarely floss. So and my teeth are messed up because of not being able to have insurance when I was younger. And yeah, but they scheduled me for a cleaning a month and a half out, and then a filling a week after that one. So anyway, Phantom Herb Tea House. Yes, you gacha. You get a frame at 35 plays. I think we'll only do 21. I went to look at my one video with what would you say it would be, the one I did last time where it said 41 spins was how much I spun, but in actuality I spun 31, and it's because I thought I used a 10-play ticket, but apparently I didn't, so that's my bad. Alright, let's go. We were going to get a guaranteed rare at least one, so Gambario, Gambaribi, Hagushio, Nika Nika Nin, Tetsuna, Scarlet, the Storm. Oh my god, a rare. I would have never guessed. Yeah, so I did that today, and then sort of relaxed a bit. That's what I did yesterday too. I didn't work on my video that I wanted to, because I've just been stressed this whole past week, and I wanted to reset. So, Phantom Herd Tea House, Familiar Pompous Face version A red. Get that. Suit. BW coin, and then. Yo, Gambaribi, Hagushio. Oh, rare. This one wasn't guaranteed, so this is luck based. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Witch Pompous instead of Familiar. Okay. When I see Phantom Herb, I was thinking like, oh, okay, you know, like a pharmacy. I was not expecting witches, you know. Witches have familiars, and yeah. Let's see, do we have any traded items? We do. We have 1, and then 2, so 3 in total. Will we be lucky and get a rare here? No, we got. I think there's a. Double check that. That's a monocle. Okay. Over here, will we be lucky and get a rare magically? We got a unique. That's good. Come on, rare. We got a sofa. You're gonna have a second message here for the event. Second half of the event started. Let's give it our all. Okay, let's catch all of them. And that was short. Wow. Get any stuff here. Okay, let's look. So we have a pose as the hyperlimited time bonus for the next 36 hours. We have this little lemon theme thing going on here. Twinkle jewelry side. Probably represents topaz, maybe. Look at that there, and then look at the other rewards. And the thing is, I don't know if you have a comment or not, but I'll just use that time because I was thinking like I could probably speak about it when doing stuff intermittently, but that breaks up the flow of stuff, and I need to address it. So, look at that stage eyes, the core item. Oh boy. The hair looks nice. Okay. So 837. So 4, 837. So I did Misogyny. I don't think I responded to Anahi. I feel bad now. I didn't respond to this. Secret Revealer is you. I miss you. I am scared that you removed me from the list. Sorry if I don't talk to you in the past. I can't find you either after. Yes, it is me, and I apologize. At one point, I think like I should remove Anahi because I was looking, removing old people who haven't logged in. I noticed like they haven't logged in for a couple days, and like because I taking a break or something. But yeah, I still had you added because remember you posted comments on my videos anyway. So that's probably one of the reasons why I again. Well, they'll probably return at some point, so I'll keep them. But yeah, it's alright if you didn't talk to me. Alright, that's it for this video, I would say, but this is the end of this video. But if you don't want to hear me talk about some social issues, you can just stop here. Otherwise, I'm going to be talking about I guess trigger warning, content warning, transgender, transphobia, racism, misogyny, whatever, all of that. Otherwise, if you stop here, sorry, have a good day. Good luck for Gacha spins. Good luck in the event. Good luck in the Golden Week slots. Happy Golden Week to all of you because it's ending tomorrow in Japan anyway. And have a good day. Hi everyone, Shudge here. this is gonna be like my 6th time re-recording this, so my apologies. My initial takes just feel like they're long-winded. I didn't really get to the points, and I want to at least make much more sense with what I was saying. So here it goes. Basically, what happened was a couple videos ago, we had a Star Wars event going on, and our club did a club theme for Pokemon gyms. I said I enjoyed it, and I offered another theme. The only thing I could think of at the time was Harry Potter. That was the only one I came up with, and I just didn't really think much of it. Afterwards, I did think that maybe it could be considered transphobic because of J.K. Rowling, but I pushed it to the side and then continued on with my day. However, a couple days later, one of the leaders from the sister clubs approached me and said, "Hey, I really like this idea. Do you mind if we use it?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead." They would credit me with the idea, and I offered some possible suggestions as to what the members could do. So fast forward to today, and they announced that Harry Potter would be the club theme for the next Star Wars. However, some members came out in opposition to this and said they would not participate in this club theme because of the transphobia associated with the property. And as a reminder, J.K. Rowling is transphobic because she believes that trans women are not biologically female, they are biologically male. And that is transphobic because it's taken away their identity for being able to say that they are a woman when they actually are, but by denying them because of how they were born and their sex assigned at birth. So when it comes to Harry Potter, she obviously wrote it, and some people associate her with the property, thus making Harry Potter inherently transphobic. However, my comments that I talked about briefly that I sent to the club focused on sort of trying to drift away as to why I think Harry Potter isn't inherently transphobic, but also that I do not want to be associated with transphobia. So for the transphobic part, throughout history we have seen multiple fandoms take back the property from the author, a la Death of the Author, where it's like the idea that the author has sacrificed their rights to the story, but it's up to the fans or the audience of that property to determine what happens to it, because more often than not, the messages that people take away from a story is coming from them, not the author. While the author may have their own intentions of writing a story and whether they want it to be perceived in the story, the readers can come away with their own interpretations. It's basically like the whole thing, like, oh, there's no correct interpretation, or there's no one correct interpretation of a story. There's multiple. So it's basically that. When it comes to Harry Potter, we have seen that the fans have tried to take back the property in their own right. Most notably when J.K. Rowling created that whole essay supporting her stance on being transphobic, people had Hatsune Miku is the author of Harry Potter now trending on Twitter and making a whole meme where basically it's like saying, oh yeah, J.K. Rowling, who? Hatsune Miku was the one that created Harry Potter, not that little witch. So it's really like saying, it's like trying to bring back Harry Potter to the fans. And there have been other instances where they've done this before. You've seen the actors of the production of Harry Potter distance themselves away from Joanne by saying they do not support her stances, and that Harry Potter is probably very LGBTQIA plus friendly. You've seen the new video game that's being touted as like the next big MMO for Harry Potter coming out, that there's transphobic developers on there, though they were fired, and they announced that the character creation thing will have more gender options and more ways to express yourselves. So you can basically see that fans are directly impacting Harry Potter itself because they want it to be inclusive, because they felt that it was inclusive enough. Because when you think about Harry Potter as a character, you think about how he, you know, grew up where he was not wanted, not loved by anyone, but then he comes to this magical school where people really appreciate him, especially since, you know, he's a chosen one, where there might be some bully like Draco Malfoy. But more often than not, like, he feels appreciated and welcomed and safe in that environment, from unlike his other home where he was just like mistreated constantly by his own biological family. And it's like sort of like, you know, even though like it's basically like your real family is not biologically related to you, it's those that you meet, you know. So it's like a nice heartwarming message that a lot of people in the LGBTQIA plus community can relate to. But you know, that's just like my own interpretation from it, and there's others who interpret it that way as well. But others can just say, you know, well, because, you know, Joanne, she, you know, made those terrible comments, and I think that Harry Potter is transphobic because of it. And like, I'm not going to deny them that, right? That's their own interpretation, and that's their own association with it. But I just think that I'm just explaining why I think that, you know, Harry Potter isn't transphobic, because you need to distance yourself away from the property, from the author at some point. This is my own little hurdle I have to come over, because even though like I'm a licensed teacher now, I do want to write stories. I've had this large series of books that I want to publish planned out in my head already, and I've had this idea where I have all the couples planned and who they'll end up with and all the relationships and stuff. And the thing that I was like worried about is that what if, you know, shipping, because people probably ship other characters of each other, even though that's not what I want them to attend for, and I'll create shipping wars, you know. So that's something I have to sacrifice with my own right, because like, even though I'm creating these characters and sharing it with the world, it's like, do I like impose my own rules onto the readers? And like at this point I'm thinking like, no, I should not do that, even though like I may not agree with their own like ruling. But if the, let's say like they have two characters that like hate each other, that's not who I want to be together. They ship them and they find it some relatable somehow, it brings them joy. So I mean, like, while I would not approve of it, like, I'm not gonna say you can't do it, you can't do that, it's my characters, I'm not gonna allow you to do it. No, they can do it. If that brings them joy and makes them happy in life, who am I to impede on that? You know, that's like my whole like motto. Like, if it makes them happy, why do it to the, like, why disrupt them? You know, gay marriage, me being transgender, you know, it's all that stuff. It's all related, and I should not do that. So I have to sacrifice my own rights as an author, death of the author, to the fans. And that's my whole belief in that. Now going to the transphobia part, I do not want to be associated as being transphobic or internalizing transphobia, because I have been called transphobic in the past by other people. I made several videos relating to me being transgender, and topics relating to the transgender community overall. And I've comments from all types of people, from people who support trans people, some who hate trans people and stuff. It's like very conflicting by just getting negative comments from all these type of people, and it just feels weird that you're making a video to support the community, yet that very same community is rejecting you and saying, oh, you're just transphobic, you're not one of us and stuff. And it's just like, and the thing is, like, it's not like I'm saying like, oh, I'm like saying, I'm biologically male technically, so yeah, I can understand Joanne's point. No, it's not a thing like that. The most infamous example is my what are traps video, because like trap is technically a slur towards trans people. However, what I said was that I had like 7 or 8 people's videos that is referencing as like, look at all these videos, let's break down what they're saying a trap is and see how different they actually are. Some are saying they're trans people, some are saying they're cross-dressers, some are saying they're in between, and there's one person who's saying it's just some amalgamation of people. Like, basically, if you watch it, you'll understand what I'm saying. One person said that basically the gist of it was that trans people, or a trap, is someone who identifies as something else, and it's like, that could be anything. So you can see why, like, how these vast different definitions like contradicts, and when you're like arguing against each other, especially since some of them are like responding to one another, it's like, you guys are talking about two different things. Do you guys really not see that? It's like you're having semantics, and people are just like pulling definitions from all these different sources. Like, oh yeah, look at this from an Encyclopedia Dramatica, Urban Dictionary. It's like they all have vastly different things. And it's just like so conflicting. I'm going on a tangent now, but basically, because I made that video about what are traps, I don't think people actually watched it. I think they just looked at the thumbnail or the title. I was like, oh, okay, you're using trap. You're transphobic. Get out. We don't like you. Boot. Yeah, and they probably didn't even know I was transgender anyway, too. So, but yeah. So, my whole argument was that, trap really doesn't really have a meaning. But, it's just that because, like, that really stuck with me that I was being called transphobic. And that's not what I wanted to have with this comment here. So, that's why I made that comment in the Discord. I just don't want to be associated with it, even though like no one was like saying, "Oh yeah, you're transphobic." No, I just feel like it was heading possibly in that direction. I may be wrong. It might have not been heading that direction. Maybe it's just me being paranoid. So I just wanted to make that and address that. However, regarding transphobia though, in J.K. Rowling, like when I look at her comments, even though like I disagree with them, I'm just like, okay, even though you're stupid, like, I still appreciate your work, even though like I'm separating her work from her. However, I mentioned earlier in the video about David Mitchell, who is a comedian, and there is like some sort of rumors that he's transphobic, but he's one of my favorite comedians and someone who inspires me and I look up to. So when you look at him as someone who I would say is one of my heroes, possibly being transphobic and hating my very existence, it's like, what do you do in that situation? To me, because I have been like attributed to or having like transphobia directed at me so much already, I feel like I don't care. Like, even if like, I think you would have to be like like a child predator, a groomer or something. Like, you'd have to be that to like lose my trust. Like, even if you say like, oh yeah, I hate your very existence, you're look at these bearded ladies coming out of the restroom, like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna let that bother me, but other people can be bothered by it, and that's something I have to also deal with, because like, even though like I want everyone to think like me, at the end of the day, no one's gonna think like me. Everyone's gonna have their own different opinions. However, I do want to share this because like, I'm gonna respect their opinions, and like, I don't care if the club theme is chosen. I just want to explain my stance on this whole issue, what I think about it, and provide some insight into how I think and how I relate to it. That's just my opinion, in all honesty. But also, I don't want to pee it on others, and like, I don't want people to feel upset, because if someone honestly feels like seeing Harry Potter makes them upset, like, I'm not gonna like say I'll steer clear of it. I won't say go Harry Potter or Slytherin or something. I'll be nice. I wouldn't want to upset them because I want to be a nice person. But I do at least hope they would understand, like, although I'm like sound like I'm trying to defend this theme, I'm just trying to say like, I feel like Harry Potter isn't inherently transphobic. But I'm not going to stop you from associating with J.K. Rowling, who is transphobic. Yeah, that's the end of my argument. Long video, I apologize. Thank you for staying so long with this, with me. I'm sorry if I got off track. Hopefully you understood me well. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. sleep well, or actually, good luck in your gacha spins, good luck in the Golden Week spins, good luck in the event, and good luck in life. And I'll see you in the next one. Poof, poof.